How's it going, guys? Coffee here. Today I wanted to go over the mid-game version of Firewall here, as well as how to go about doing the Capstone dungeon around level 55, 56. For this, pretty much everything is staying the same from the leveling build, except you end up swapping out of Fireball a little bit earlier because of using Call Familiar from the vampiric powers. It's really strong because it is your only source of stun until you get Raiment. So you're going to end up using Call Familiar over Prey on the Weak until you get your Raiment of the Infinite. So you actually have your stuns from that. So as it turns out, all of the vampiric powers themselves are actually more multipliers. So for this, it means they're very highly sought after, and the things such as domination ends up being a 72% more multiplier. Like, it works exactly how aspect of control does, to where when you have like stun, immobilization, and frozen on the target, you get 25 or 24% multiplicative damage for every single control effect on the enemy. So because of that, because of stacking aspect of control and domination, again, we want to be using Call Familiar instead of Prey on the Weak, just to ensure that we're getting that extra stun on there. And then as well as just the extra damage from the bat hitting every single time you cast a Firewall ends up adding up. It's just an additional hit damage basically on every single attack that you do with Firewall. So the damage does actually add up pretty fast. At some point, maybe even before Raiment is up, it may be worth swapping this in order over to Prey on the Weak earlier, as soon as you start to get some Paragon into more points into Burning, to where Burning ends up being carrying like the majority of your damage, instead of where hit damage basically doesn't matter anymore, or the hit damage from the bat doesn't matter as much. But at this point, the damage on it is basically, for me, I feel like it's too good to give up. But we'll have to continue to test it, and I'll update further from there. For those that are still trying to get the Metamorphosis ability, you do need to fully complete the Vampire questline in order to do this. It's not very hard. I think I finished it right as I hit T3, basically. So it was like level 40, something like that. Yeah. Other than that, the build is rolling along very smooth. I feel like I'm pretty tanky, and again, I feel like I'm pretty close to, not quite immortal, but it's extremely tanky at this point, and my gear is still really bad. I don't really have any aspects. I haven't actually bothered trying to craft any gear. I haven't been doing any Helltide or anything, so I don't have the materials to enchant or change anything, so I've just been using what I've been finding, and things have been working out okay. Yeah, I'll just leave you with a little bit of footage here for the rest of the Capstone dungeon, and then at the end I will go over the gear that I was using at the time, and you can kind of see the aspects and everything else that I had.